You know what they do in the Turkish baths? And they all take hot baths together.
You understand what they do in the Turkish showers and they all scrub down together. Just a man understands what a man needs. Diddy is utilized to hear his name related with another show. Yet this time the delicious goodies concern another Hollywood titan. Will Smith, Diddy's protector name. Gan Bargain has given a select meeting where he spread out stunning disclosures that might actually uncover an outrage of fantastic extents in Tinseltown, suggesting at a personal connections among Will and Diddy. As per Bargain, his previous supervisor didn't pass up on a solitary opportunity to stir it up with his pal Smith, beginning from Diddy's scandalous gatherings and finishing Turkish showers where these two industry titans were scouring each other's backs. Well, we definitely know from Will that a man can give him genuine delight, and he esteems his industry companions more than his better half. It's kinship versus conjugal jail. Yet it seems as though the entertainer was very particular while picking an accomplice, and as Gan Bargain currently declares, Diddy and Will Smith held onto a furtive undertaking disguised from, according to the public, the new disclosures about Diddy and his oddity offs, including Method Men, affirmed that he truly required their character to be hidden by the claim that Kessie recorded against the music tycoon. Mr. Combs got a man to his home Los Angeles. The man Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura wore disguise veils and ingested substances. Mr. Combs coordinated Miss Ventura to perform cozy demonstrations with this man while he watched them. The way that Diddy and Will have been companions for a really long time adds an even murkier layer to this whole situation. It's difficult to disregard the apparently too unplanned timing of both Diddy and Will being involved in contentions in regards to their close inclinations. We, as a whole, realize that the music versatile has specific demeanor to celebs he's inviting in his home, a move to New York City, and I resided with Sean Puffy CS for a year. That is the insane thing. Presently, Did's guardian Gan Bargain has repeated comparative feelings, guaranteeing that numerous inside the business know about Diddy's undertakings with Will and their endeavors to draw in others and their endeavors to connect with others in their stunning, cozy experiences. As Ganil admitted, there was even a unique spot when the trickeries were occurring between the Foundation Grand Entertainer and his manager. I realized I ought to sit tight, bot. Eon Turkish showers for him. You understand what they do on a Turkish showers. That is where a ton of Dale men meet, and they all clean up together whatever floats his boat. However, right given Will's steady relationship with bits of gossip about his direction, he's become practically significant of these doubts, and it seems to be these two notable celebs are something other than Pele's, and these mysteries meeting were to ensure nobody at any point will find out, so they don't need to stress over their careless activities emerging. While Will fervently battled against the bits of gossip about being hushed because of his union with Jada, it didn't take long for his significant other to come to highlight and spill more squeeze about her better half's genuine decisions. All of you recollect how Jada ultimately unveiled that she and Will had subtly been carrying on with discreet resides. Well, she fundamentally said there was nothing between them for a really long time, was that in 2016, you and Will concluded that you plan to carry on with totally different lives. Reports have flowed guaranteeing that the two men, Will and Diddy, are involving ladies, as covers youthful Miami, may be going about as a facial hair growth spouse for Diddy as Jada has been for Will. This builds up the possibility that whatever was fermenting among Diddy and Will had been continuous for a long while, conceivably stewing underneath the surface, and obviously this wasn't the main issue for Will, as the entertainer was associated with an association with entertainer D&E Martin. During a meeting, Dwayne's previous colleague professed to have seen Will and Dwayne participating in cozy exercises in a changing areas, considerably seriously frightening that this supposed issue among Will and Martin appears to fail to measure up to the purportedly full-on freak celebrations that was probably taken part in with Diddy for a really long time. She said it's an oddity off segment, assuming she say it's an oddity off area sibling. She ain't the only one. Dag nab off now. This can stain Will's vocation and notoriety, and no big surprise he needed to stay quiet about the entire thing anyway. Everything at last became visible, with fans communicating their mistake in the entertainer's decisions. As one individual remarked, "I'm not astonished. This has been happening for quite a long time." And another client added, "Turkish shower house, just a genuine man can scour your back right and cream. I mean, clean gain arrangement might have saved Ed quiet for a really long time. Yet the new disclosures from Kessie have given him enough boldness to approach and uncover the obscure side of his ex-chief and his companion, Will Smith, and it's not simply Gan bargain. Furthermore, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will's better half, has offered expressions that seem to help the claims in regards to Will's supposed contribution in these exercises. It wasn't similar to, oh, I'm going into something psycho here. You know, it resembles everything's insane. So what, right, pup? Protector has been straightforward in sharing succulent subtleties, charging that Diddy wasn't simply a spectator yet a functioning member in these experiences. Incredibly, he asserted that Diddy has been getting individuals his room with Kessie, not so much for her, but rather for him, and one of them was in any case Will Smith. That young lady ain't lie nothing that she ain't lie about, absolutely no part of that. Do you have at least some idea what she's going through? She understand what she will go through. Oh, until the end of her life, clearly Kessie discarded one name from her claim on the grounds that the entertainer has been concealed, and she was unable to remember him. Likewise, she asserted taking exceptional substances, so she dubiously recalls the faces Ventura. Additionally, said that she took substances provided by quiets at these occasions since they permitted her to disassociate during these horrendous experiences. To add more squeeze in question, Kessie expressed that Diddy recorded these experiences and she even figured out how to keep a portion of the accounts on her telephone, obviously assuming she chose to approach and press more charges. There will be one more natural face hauled into the embarrassment, and oh joy, they presumably going to pursue him as well. Yet, as one insider asserted, there's no requirement for Kessie to approach Jada Pinkett Smith, likewise accepts her better half Will, and Diddy were very familiar and possibly took part in these frauds. Supposedly there's a conviction, and that these gatherings that two regularly visited could have been settings for such exercises. It's unquestionably a startling turn for Jada to apparently talk about her better half's confidential life openly, particularly considering how much kickback Diddy is confronting. In the event that any connection of Will Smith will surface, he might follow after accordingly. Yet Jada adores to copy scaffolds. She has been behind numerous occurrences that humiliated her better half, freely causing it to appear to be practically constant for her to air their special kinds of mystery. I take a gander at it now, and I go, what on earth, you know, that is what life was. And everyone, that is the thing, we were everything. Residing Will and Diddy have been running in similar groups of friends for north of 20 years, sharing heaps of extraordinary times at significant gatherings, occasions, and grant shows, all through their professions. Diddy was even behind crushing the hamburger among Smith and Chris Rock after that scandalous Oscar slap, he affirmed, conversing with Will in the background and quieting him down. That is not an issue that is over. I can affirm that while the music magnate gave not a great reason, there are murmurs that he has some specific impact on his companion, or as Gan Bargan says, some uncovering influence. We definitely realize that Diddy is renowned for shooting every individual who enters his room, and it appears as though his guardian is certain that there's a mysterious film of Will. Every one of these industry individuals realized that Diddy been behaving this way and doing this while Jada Pinkett Smith had taken a break from the embarrassing episodes coordinated voluntarily. The uncover comes from the most unforeseen source, Diddy's ex-protector, who amazed everybody by his stunning cases. He indicated reality behind the conversations about Diddy's oddity offs, and that the supposed exercises additionally elaborate. Will Smith, well, we previously had tales coursing about Diddy and while having a relationship that reached out past mere fellowship, it turned into all the rage, which was maintained as the business' greatest mystery for a really long time. These hypotheses about Will's undisclosed side conflicted with the public view of his obviously phony union with Jada. Being hitched for around 25 years, they actually recognize there's no genuine couple connections between them. Everything began when Jada's trap adventure unfurled, uncovering the intricacies inside their marriage, and she was evidently not fulfilled and offered for such an extremely long time. So how long have you all been together? 23 years? Wow! That is dislike news in Hollywood. Well, perhaps potentially having a surreptitious existence with different men and involving Jay as a cover. These bits of gossip strengthened, powered by claims that Will's past union with his most memorable wife, Cher Zampino, finished because of an episode where she purportedly got him with another man who should be Diddy more Individuals blamed Will for laying down with men, revealing insight into his actual inclinations. It seems to be a ton of celebs understand what Diddy and Will are doing when they are remaining alone anyway. For certain fans, it hasn't been a stunning revelation about their one entertainer as one individual remarked, assuming I was hitched to that neurotic lady, I'd let out the unadulterated truth, too. She has broken that man and removed